shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, always quote Randy Newman. Believe me, if Lennon and McCartney had written a song about Cleveland, I quote them. I got Randy going. Second down, 2 yards to go for the Chiefs. Football at their 41 to start the second quarter. And again is the Hill, and he's met and smothered. Let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, Jim, at Cincinnati, Chris Chandler having a heck of a day throwing the football already. 150 yards in the first quarter. This one good for 23 to Haywood Jeffries. The Oilers now on top of the Bengals, 14-0, Jim.
Bengals bubble bursting for the moment against the Oilers. Chandler couldn't play at all last week. Third down 3. Hill in motion behind Bono. And Bono throws to Hill in the flat. And free safety Eric Turner, maybe the best free safety in football, is there to snuff it out.
Now with Kansas City coming in motion across here, you're going to see the defense rotated. Eric Turner came over to the right, or to the left of the field and to make the play. Just followed the motion across. They had to roll their defensive coverage over to cover the additional strength to that side of the field, put them right in the position to make a nice play.
Louis Aguilar on the punt away for Kansas City. As the Chiefs can muster only the 1 first down. Ian McCardle waits for the Browns. Wobbly short kick. McCardle lets it bounce out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So the Browns leading 7-0 have it back with 14-12 to go before halftime.
Go to it. Or more. Get to Germany, study under the next one.
And there's an aerial shot of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame itself, designed by the great architect I. M. Pei. Just one of the fabulous attractions available here in Cleveland as this city enjoys its most attractive year in quite some time.
They said set aside 4 hours at least to do that.
Even you're back, Rocco. Yet another attraction. First and 10 for the Browns after the change of possession. Vinny T throws deep for Michael Jackson. Jackson says, hey, Dale Carter's all over me, and the yellow flag comes down.
Well, I'm not sure if the infraction was with Carter or if it was
Holding number 34, defense.
You're sure of that?
Automatic first down.
Okay, you see Carter right here. A little bit past the edge. Just see him grabbing onto Michael Jackson's jersey, trying to impede his progress downfield. The thing is, Dale Carter's quick enough, but he can carry a guy speed for speed, man for man down the field. Sometimes you get turned the wrong way, you gotta look for a little advantage.
Carter, that time matched against Michael Jackson. Many say he made the Pro Bowl last year with his great show head-to-head against Andre Rison when Rison was in a Falcon uniform, and they were playing on a nationally televised Sunday night game. First down 10, football at the 27 after the 5-yard mark-off. Pitch to Leroy Horde, and Horde has a couple at most before he's dropped by number 51, Greg Manusky. Cleveland Browns dominated the first period of play. They had the football for 23 plays to only 6 for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, you know, we talked about both offenses, and Kansas City's offense just needs to, they're talking about we need to start the run game, we need to get the pass game going. They need to get something going right now. The 6 plays in a quarter is not going to get them any points.
Well, they have not gotten the running game going, and Cleveland has. And thus, the advantage so far for the Browns. Testaverde continues to play excellent football. Except for, of course, on this play when he finds himself sacked and his jersey gets a little bit dirty, and that's the 3rd sack of the early season for defensive tackle Dan Saliamua.
Well, as we said before, they've changed the defense where they have moved the defensive tackles up on the line. Dan Saliamua has become more of a factor than he has in the past. Watch him just pressure the inside. He's about 6 foot tall, about 305 pounds. Great low leverage, and is just able to work his way between a couple of the Browns' offensive linemen. But Marty Schottenheimer last year said that sometimes he was great, other plays he was just another guy, but this year he is a man. He is going out there and playing great all the time.
9-yard loss on the sack. It's third down 18. Need to get into the 37. Throw to Rising. He didn't turn around in time. And Dale Carter was there on the coverage. which that time Testaverde had enough confidence to release the football before Rison made his move.
Right, well, we talked about the problem of timing here when it seems to be a little bit better. But in this play, Vinny Testaverde had to throw the ball way before Andre Rison even had a chance to turn and make his break back, come back to the ball.
And that makes it easy for Dale Carter. So Testaverde goes to the sideline. And Mark Vanover will wait deep for Tom Tupa's punt. There's Vanover at his 37-yard line. Played Canadian Football League football last year. Leaving in Florida State following his sophomore year. Takes Tupa's punt at the 34. Trying to get outside and finds a momentary crevice before he's knocked out at about the 38-yard line by Gerald Dixon. So the Kansas City Chiefs, struggling offensively so far, get their third chance in a moment.
Never thought studying physics for me is trust. My offers, but I chose to associate this trust with
Goodyear Blimp, one of America's most enduring corporate images, floats overhead, providing us with our aerial views of today's football game. Kansas City Chiefs first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Greg Hill breaks out across the 50 to about the 47 before, or check it, it's Kimball Anders, not Greg Hill. Griffin and Turner make the stop for the Browns, and Kimball Anders, better known as an outstanding pass receiver, at the big run for the Chiefs.
Well, this is their version of the counter tray OT. You're going to see the backside guard and tackle pulling around to the lead for Greg Hill, who's going, as they're going to seal the lineman to the outside.
Kimball Anders,
Kimball Anders. And just found a nice hole behind that OT block.
And as we come back, it is Hill with the football, and Hill is met and dropped for virtually no gain. And at the bottom of the pile is number 98, Anthony Pleasant. As you look at Marcus Allen, who has returned to the field and is icing the area above his left eye. Impossible for us to tell whether he's had any stitches there, and we'll try to get word from the sideline as to what was done. Marcus took the trip to the locker room. Second down, 8 yards to go. Football at 44. Bono foot slipped once, but then released down the middle. Got it to Anders. Dependable receiver gets inside the 40 to about the 37.
Well, the Browns are getting them to do what they want them to do. We asked the Brown, Pepper Johnson, how frustrating it is to get to him because of the 3-step drop, the 5-step drop. How do you get to the guys?
He's an eligible receiver. 73 is eligible.
Joe Valerio in the game as a backup tackle and will be an eligible receiver.
And he said all you do is just keep getting up into his face, keep going after him. If the coverage guys can stay on their men and force him to pump it and bring the ball back down instead of dumping it off real quick, it'll give us more time to get to him up front.
3.5 yards set back to Leroy Thompson and Tony Richardson, and Thompson has the football, gets across the 35 to pick up a first down for the Chiefs.
Well, they're going to be happy with what they've got going. At least they're putting together a first down and a little bit of a series. You see there, Cleveland Browns, 10 first downs so far. Kansas City only was 2.
Marty Schottenheimer chatting on the sideline with number 26, Tim Watson, a reserve strong safety. Webster Slaughter is in the football game and flex to the near side. Bono looks in that direction, throws underneath the Hill. And they're going to call it incomplete. As Hill did not get down in bounds. Mike Caldwell, number 56, was over to shadow him from his outside linebacker position.
Well, they work with the receivers on these sideline routes, and there see coming down with even his first foot was out of bounds. But, you know, as a running back, you're called upon to make a lot of catches, a lot of things out in the flat, a lot of little dump passes over the middle. Very seldom are you called upon to make that high-reaching catch along the sidelines, dragging your feet, so they don't have the work that the wide receivers do with that kind of technique.
Anders is flanked to the left. Rare spot for a fullback. Hill gets the call, and Cleveland was not fooled by all the motion and the unusual formation as Goode and Putman together are there to help make the stop for the Browns.
Well, the first time I asked Marty about what his West Coast, his definition of his West Coast offense was, he said multiple formations, multiple motions, creating indecisions in the responsibilities of the defense. There you saw a fullback split out wide, and Cleveland just basically said, we know what you're doing.
They say, hey, we're a multiple formation, multiple motion team. We watched this stuff in practice. Third down 9. Football at the 33. Flags down, and they'll stop the play.
Well, just prior to the snap, the Browns defense started pointing over to the offensive lineman of the Kansas City Chiefs on the right-hand side. So I think they feel somebody flinched over there.
If you watch this game, you know Jerry Markwright.
Ball start. Number 69. Offense. Right to any snap. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Offensive
You're
tackle
gonna see
Jeff
him right
Criswell.
there. I'm sorry,
Jeff Criswell, yeah.
you're going to see him flinch. Just rocking back a little bit. Tell you what, as an offensive lineman set up, getting ready to pass block, if you've got some good rushers in front of you, some of these guys you want to be able to get back into your position to pass block as quickly as possible.
And Rob Burnett is a pretty good pass rusher.
That's exactly right. So some of these guys, if the call by the quarterback goes a little long, they have a tendency to kind of roll back out of it.
So Criswell cost them 5 as he got himself set to go against Burnett. And now Belichick easily communicating with the field as the Chiefs line up on 3rd and 14. I think Belichick wanted the safeties to flex a little deeper on the 3rd down 14 call. Leroy Thompson in the game at tailback. They give to Thompson on the draw. Breaks 1 tackle and would have needed to break a couple more to get the first down, but got good yardage inside the 30 before Don Griffin made the stop.
Well, he just got pinned between Pepper Johnson and Dan Footman. And I think both those guys bounced off. You're going to see them hit together right there. Basically knocking each other off. Thompson being able to make the break and off of that tackle and gain a couple of yards.
It's 4th down and 4 to go with the football at the 28. Kansas City lining up as if to go for it. And they do. Bono with the play fake. And a very difficult throw is broken up by Antonio Langham. Intended receiver was Lake Dawson, but Bono late making that throw, and Langham was right there.
Right, Langham, a great ball player, great reaction, and a nice play on the ball.
So trying to get something done on 4th down, the Chiefs fail.
The enemy of internet.
Well, Steve Bono possibly should have made the throw to Kimball Anders. Everybody ending up in one position. Perhaps a break in a formation. Marty very disappointed. Thought he had an opportunity. Had a couple guys open, but they all ended up in the same zone.
Yeah, it looked like Bono simply waited a beat too late to make the throw, and thus Anders and Dawson were together. On 1st down for the Browns, Testaverde throws in out of the hands of Michael Jackson. Jackson's been having a very dependable season. That's out of character. Let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, in Cincinnati, the Oilers and the Bengals. Oilers off to a 2-touchdown lead. The Bengals come right back. 23-yard touchdown run by Harold Green. And it's now a 14-7 Houston lead. Let's go back to Cleveland.
Harold Green still the featured running back for the Bengals. In the wake of the season-ending injury to Keyshawn Carter. 2nd down 10 for the Browns. And Ernest Hunter, the rookie out of Southeast Oklahoma State, has a hole and a quick burst for about 7 before Tracy Simeon makes the stop. Steve Crosby promising us that the Southeast Oklahoma State rookie would get a chance today, and he has.
Although Bill Belichick kind of poo-pooed the idea. He didn't seem to be enthusiastic. So I think Crosby had a little agenda of his own, wants to get Hunter a little bit of playing time.
And the Spiner in the football game now on 3rd down 3. Football at the 35. They need to get it to the 38. Testaverde with 3 wide receivers flexed to the right, including a big tight end who's running the seam down the middle. Then he throws in the flat to the Carter, and he's out of bounds. Incompleted pass. Mark Collins there to make the play for the Chiefs.
Well, the ball thrown wide open, but I don't know if they felt that he had possession. He didn't really have possession as the feet were coming down on the sideline there. So good call by the referees once again.
Incomplete pass since Tom Tuchel on the field to kick it to Tamarek. Van over.
He's still the only guy that has a kickoff return this year, isn't he?
99-yarder against Seattle in the first game. Testaverde Chiefs as it'll be down at the 35-yard line. Kansas City will have pretty good field position. Benny Thompson, number 37, former Chief, special team star for the Browns, downfield to down it. Next Sunday, NBC Sports presents another exciting NFL doubleheader starting at 12:30 Eastern with the NFL on NBC. Featured on our doubleheader lineup, father versus son. The Shulas, Don against David, undefeated Miami against Cincinnati. And during our late games, most of you will see Natron Means and the Chargers travel to Pittsburgh to battle Van Morris and the Steelers. Some of you will see the Cardinals and the Chiefs or other regional action. Check your local listings. First down 10 for the Chiefs. Greg Hill starting and diving, gets it to the 40 for a gain of about 5. Tim Goad, number 73. And Don Griffin, number 28, making the stop for the Browns.
Tell you what, nice pull and nice trap block by Will Shields, who pulled around and made a great block. I believe it was on Pepper Johnson as they turned the corner, but really was the block that's fun.
308-pound trap blocker.
His way, man.
The team has changed a little bit. Even since you played, Bob, and that was only about 20 minutes ago.
Not that I'm scared, man. I wouldn't do it.
Bono looking deep for Willie Davis. Trying to get it to his favorite target. Don Griffin on the coverage. Incomplete pass.
Well, he was hoping. He was hoping there. Willie Davis was covered the whole way. And Marty Schottenheimer says that Steve Bono and Willie Davis have really kind of established something, a connection between the two of them. They've become very good at throwing and catching, a nice connection. And I think Bono was more hoping that he would be able to work that one out and grab that catch, but covered way too well.
Chiefs had an extremely slow offensive first half a week ago against the Raiders. They are having a similar experience here against the Browns. Third down 5. Bono looks down the middle and throws to Kiko Andrews. He breaks one tackle, but not a second one. Dropped for little or no gain, number 56. There makes the singing tackle is third-year linebacker Mike Caldwell out of Middle Tennessee State.
Well, great coverage by Caldwell and these guys to react back up. You know, they're kind of stretching the defense by throwing to Willie Davis on the play before, trying to think about the deep pass. This time, just dump the ball down underneath. The linebackers weren't fooled. They stayed up close and had a nice quick reaction up to make the play.
Well, player Caldwell's becoming against the short passing game. Louis Aguilar to punt it. Under pressure after the high snap. McCardle takes it back at the 11-yard line. Got a wall on this side. Plenty of room as he gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line, and a clutch tackle by number 26, Tim Watson, as there was plenty of green field behind Watson. So the Cleveland Browns lead 7-0 into the second quarter approaching.
Well, Marcus Allen back on the sidelines after getting his eye looked at, and
You can see that the left eye is pretty gnarly.
there's that Peter McNeely look.
On first down, it's Leroy Horde with the football, and Horde has a yard or two, maybe a loss of a yard or two, before Mark Collins, playing a brilliant first half in his new free safety position, makes another stop for the Chiefs.
Well, as I said before, we're talking about a Kansas City defense which is going from a basic 3 or 4 man front where they're reading the ball up front. They have 2-gap responsibility. Play your man and react off either side. Now they're being told, attack the gap. And everybody has a gap. Go in there, get penetration, make something happen.
Free safety there, makes a 2-yard loss stop. It'll be second down 12. Minor in the game for the Browns. Testaverde wide open down the middle is McCardle, and McCardle's going to be short of the first down. At the 33-yard line, Anthony Davis makes the stop for the Chiefs.
Vinny Testaverde, we started last week, what was it, about 2-10 or 2-12 at one point with a very slow start.
Missed 7 in a row at one point.
Missed 7 in a row at one point, but it's come out pretty strong today. And you know, the great thing about this offense is he doesn't have to be a phenomenal quarterback. He's got some very, very good receivers who are going to work for him. And once Andre works out those timing problems, he's going to have a stable of receivers probably best in the league.
We're down 2 yards to go. Testaverde in the ground. Kansas City with some pressure, but Testaverde releases cleanly. But it hits the ground in front of Michael Jackson. He was working against James Hasty and is now talking
and I think Jackson coming back slips and trying to make his comeback move to the ball. Combination of a short throw and just Michael Jackson slipping a little bit on trying to make the comeback.
You get the impression from his discussion that Michael Jackson was mad about that. Tom Tuba getting ready to kick to Mark Vanover. Vanover's at his 24. Tuba with Steve Everett snapping on punts today. Brad Kitchen out with an injury. Or Ryan Kitchen, I should say. He gets rid of it. And it's taken by Vanover, and he's met immediately by Johnny Thomas, number 20, downfield with a terrific tackle on punt coverage. So Kansas City once again will try to shake itself out of its offensive doldrums, trailing 7-0 with 4:13 to go before halftime. Tonight, the big news is on NBC with the Sunday season premiere of Mad About You. It looks like Jamie may be pregnant, but you'll have to watch to find out. You'll have to watch to find out. The season premiere of Mad About You tonight at 8, 7 Central on NBC. The Emmy winning Thursday comedy hit is now moved to Sunday.
I'm going to my parents' house tonight. Staying here in Cleveland.
You'll be watching Mad About You. On first down, Bono walks deep down the middle, and it's a clean shot to Webster Slaughter, and they're going to call it incomplete. Stevan Moore, number 27, with the big hit. And what kind of football has he been playing? 4 interceptions in the 2 games preceding this one.
Well, Webster catching the pass right over the middle. He just did not have control of the ball. Watch him trying to turn. He was bobbling a little bit when Stevan made the hit. The ball just ripped right out of Webster Slaughter's midsection. But I'm sure Webster coming back to play again in Cleveland didn't expect that kind of a reception.
Stevan Moore, the strong safety, playing as though he's heard quite enough about what a great safety his teammate Eric Turner is. He is astral right now. Second down, play clock running out. And the flag will stop it before Bono can get the play off. Tough place to play. Cleveland's Municipal Stadium.
I have been here for so many years as a player and did not want to venture, even in full uniform, with my helmet on and buckled, did not want to venture too closely to that dog pound.
You bring a multiple offense with on-field adjustments in here, you better give your players some hitting aids. This is tough. And one of the reasons why the Browns have surrendered only 9 touchdowns in their last 10 home games. Bono overthrows Kimball Anders, and it'll get louder.
Well, the Browns just blitzed the backers on that time. Attacked up front of the line. Caldwell came up the middle. Carl Banks came from the left side. Just got up into Bono's face a lot faster than they'd hoped for. Had to throw it over Banks. Just did not have time to set his feet and make a good throw.
You look at the faces of the Browns defenders. Banks, Tim Goad, Rob Burnett, Pepper Johnson, Dan Footman, Anthony Pleasant. They're so tough on the running game, and Bono's 3 of 10 for 17 yards. Pass number 11 is complete, and Cash will be short of a first down as Antonio Langham stops him along the sideline.
Jim, I'm telling you, when this defense, playing for the Cleveland Browns defense, and you're getting this excited, you feel the success happening, and you feel the hits and all the aggression that you're having success against that offense, and then you get the fans and the dog pound behind you. I'll tell you, I'm getting goosebumps here just doing this deja vu thing.
You're bigger than life at that point. Louis Aguilar punting one more time, and Keenan McCardle deep again to receive for the Browns. McCardle and his 30-yard line. Aguilar's had a busy half. Chiefs offense hasn't been able to move. Long punt sends McCardle all the way back to the 10, and he makes a fair catch there. So it's a 57-yard punt in the air for Louis Aguilar, and the Browns will start back at their 11-yard line.
Well, Mike Caldwell came through on that for that punt return team and almost blocked that ball. Now, 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in the half. With Vinny Testaverde and the Browns take over and see if they can get another score before halftime. They've been able to sustain some pretty nice drives. Now let's see if Vinny has really nailed down the ability to control the clock a little bit.
Ernest Biner in the game as the Browns bring their passing unit onto the field, starting at their own 12 with 3:17 to go before halftime. 3 receivers in the game. Biner gets the call on first down. Has a gain of a couple before Anthony Davis made the stop for the Chiefs. And an extracurricular discussion over there involving Michael Jackson and James Hasty. You saw them starting a few plays ago, and here they're going again.
You see what I'm doing at the top? Hasty doing some techniques that I really learned in any football manual. Those are things you kind of pick up on the street game.
Second down 9. Jackson's going to be working against Hasty again. Testaverde releases to Biner, and Biner keeps his feet. Gets across the 25 to the 26. William White is there to put him out of bounds. That'll be a Cleveland first down on the terrific individual effort by 12-year veteran Ernest Biner.
Well, watch the throw out here to the right. Here's a guy who is playing on the loose turf out here versus a guy who hasn't. Ernest Biner getting the arm down for balance. What a nice move, spin back to the inside. This guy, as long as he's played, still incredible quickness, great awareness of where the ball is.
One of the most physically fit people in the league.
Right? Really true is.
Biner gave the first down. And now Ernest Hunter in the game. And Hunter, the rookie running back, lost the football. Chiefs say, we've got possession here. And indeed, the officials agree. Marty Schottenheimer says, I knew Derek Thomas would make a big play for me in this
Well,
one.
we've got Dan Sandler right there against Everett, who just drives Everett back in the backfield. Hunter, before he's even able to get a control of the ball or make a cut with the ball, it has the ball stripped by Salamua. Derek Thomas picking up the ball, and Ernest Hunter very upset with that loss.
Very unhappy man. Derek Thomas was the one who found it, fell on the football, and has given Kansas City possession first and 10 at the Browns 25. Chance for Bono and company to get something done, and Bono immediately completes it down inside the 10. Lake Dawson showing you his strength. Unusual for a wide receiver.
Well, that's one of the attributes of the West Coast offense. You need stronger wide receivers.
2-minute warning. We'll be back. Floating above the action in Cleveland's Municipal Stadium, the familiar site of the Goodyear blimp. Goodyear has been providing such aerial views for television for nearly 30 years. We've just taken the 2-minute warning here on the shore of Lake Erie. Cleveland Browns have dominated the first half in terms of possession and ball movement, but have managed to notch only the 1 TD for a 7-0 lead. And now, after the first critical turnover of the game, Ernest Hunter of the Cleveland Browns, having fumbled the football away at the 25, immediately a 15-yard completion from Steve Bono to Lake Dawson, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have first and goal with the football at the 10-yard line.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs have relied so heavily on takeaways over the last several years that this is a big indicator of what they need to do. They haven't been able to establish anything offensively, any long drives. So to get a turnover like this and get in position to score is a big play on their side of the ball. But they're going to need more than this to stay in this game.
Football just across the 10, as you see. First and goal. In on first down is to number 31, Leroy Thompson. And Thompson, the 5th-year running back out of Penn State, was with the Patriots a year ago, has a gain of about 3. It'll be second and goal.
We see Steve Crosby and Ernest Hunter, and obviously Steve Crosby thinks that Ernest Hunter didn't do exactly what they had planned during the course of the week.
Steve says, word of emphasis, Ernest. Allow me to express this with some energy.
Oh, man, I missed that.
I'll bet you do. Second down goal, Bono rolling and throwing, complete the flat, and Derek Turner says, no farther than this, Keith Gash.
Well, I tell you what, and he saved it. He saved the touch on that one. Turner came in so hard, almost lost the grip, and he lost the grip on Cash. Cash had a clear run for the end zone.
How many free safeties in the league can take your 245-pound tight end and flip him over like that. Huh?
Not many.
Eric Turner, UCLA, keeps his watch on West Coast time. Right now, Cleveland time, under a minute to go in the half. 3rd and goal for the Chiefs. Number 27 is the other safety, Stevan Moore. And again, Webster Slaughter feels his strength.
And you are right. Stevan Moore is becoming a household name. He is making so many plays in the last couple of weeks. Right on Webster Slaughter, that entire play. Moore then making a great play. Being behind Slaughter, there's always that danger of interference by going over the top. Great body awareness and going over and making a play for the ball.
Last field goal of this length that Lynn Elliott stared at for the Chiefs could have won the game against the Raiders in regulation last week, and he yanked it. And he said, I want to get out there and kick another one as rapidly as possible, and he does, nailing a 25-yarder, which puts the Chiefs on the scoreboard and narrows the margin to 7-3 with 38 seconds to go before the half. And Steve Crosby says, Ernest, you know, no matter how loud I get, I really do love you.
You're really dreaming there, Jim. Okay, here we go. Ernest Hunter wandering the sidelines. Steve Crosby coming back up to him. And you're right. I mean,
Hey, I'm right. That's what he said, right?
You know, he's giving a little pat on the behind there to calm him down. You know, and I'll tell you what, these players, they're professionals. They know that when a coach gets in your face and starts to jam in your face like Crosby did right after that play, you know, it's part of the game.
Yeah, and Crosby's saying, hey, the defenders held him to a field goal. Those are your guys out there.
Yeah,
When they come back to the sideline, you say thank you.
right.
Covered my mistake up.
Now, had it been a touchdown, it might have been a different connotation.
You say go to those defenders. Tell them
You're sorry.
Tell them you are abjectly sorry. Domino's NFL on NBC studio halftime report coming up. Greg Gumbel in the studio with Mike Ditka, Phil Simms, Paul McGuire. Scores and highlights. Simms and McGuire were at Notre Dame yesterday and get a rare trip into the studio for the free Domino's pizza today.
Well, I know Paul did. I know Paul's there for the pizza.
Well, yeah, everybody's got to have their motivation.
I was very ecstatic about the Notre Dame win. Being a Notre Dame graduate myself.
Being one of those gophers. Elliott to kick it off for the Chiefs. And it's Michael Bates on the field who takes the football from Browns. And Bates gets a break and some running room across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. So with 31 seconds still on the clock, William White making the stop for the Chiefs. Testaverde has got plenty of green behind him and the Browns, or between him and the Browns goal behind him, and a chance to try to move the football team into field goal range.
Well, he's got all his time out for me. Now he's just got to decide whether he wants to take the chance of trying to get it down in the field goal range and make a play, or if he just, after turning the ball over to Kansas City, says, let's not risk another turnover and just see what kind of yards we can chew up here. I got a feeling they're going to go for, try and see what they can, they're going to test a little bit early, see if they can pick up some yardage.
See what Belichick and Crosby have elected to do here. Two wide receivers to the top of the screen, Minor behind Testaverde. Benny T throws underneath. Falling down with the football is tight end Walter Reeds, and Doug Terry, who was out earlier with the strained right knee, is back on the field to cover for the Chiefs. Timeout here. Pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down 7 from the 37. And Benny T comes to talk to Crosby.
Now the defensive line for KC that time forced Vinny to throw the ball a little bit behind. Number 94, Keith Traylor, who is just a large man, pretty much got into Vinny's line of sight, forced Vinny to throw a little bit behind, and with the footing out there being what it is.
Browns leading on a touchdown run by Ernest Biner. Vinny Testaverde, #1 rated passer in the AFC, a guy who in his career has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns in every season he's played in the NFL. This year has 6 TD tosses and only 1 pick so far. Cleveland fans crossed their fingers. 2nd down 7. Biner on the draw and nothing there. Crowd doesn't like the call. Joe Phillips
too much. At this point, they're elected just to run the clock out.
Crowd boos, but this is sound, basic football in what promised to be a rock-ribbed defensive battle and what has been exactly that so far. So halftime arrives in Cleveland. Browns lead at 7-3. We'll return to the NFL on NBC after these messages from your local stations.